Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you can read by today's title, I will be doing a Q&A. You guys asked me a bunch of questions about my exchange here in New Zealand, as well as what my plans are for when I get back home. So today I'll be answering those questions, and yeah, I hope you guys have fun watching this video, and let's start. Yeah. So the first question was in Swiss German actually. They're asking if I'll be visiting Switzerland often. So for the ones who are new to my channel, I'm doing an exchange here in New Zealand. I came to New Zealand in July 2018 and went back home to Switzerland every Christmas. And then went back to New Zealand at the end of January to be here for the rest of the school year. And this year is my last year in New Zealand. So I'll be graduating college in December and then go back home. However, while I was here in New Zealand, my parents and my brother decided to move to Spain, which basically means that I'm not flying back to Switzerland but to Spain, Barcelona. So that's pretty much the short version. And now to answer your question, I hope that I'll be able to visit Switzerland often. I cannot promise anything, but I'll definitely visit Switzerland. I just don't know how regularly. Many people had the same question, which was, what are my plans for when I get back home? I want to take some time off in December and January. After those 2 months, I want to start applying for jobs. So I want to work first before going to uni. I don't feel like going to uni straight after school has finished. I need a job because I need money and I cannot do anything without money. And that kind of leads to the third question, which was if I already know what I want to study. The only thing I know so far is that I want to work in the film industry. Yeah, I came to that conclusion like last year, I think, or like 1.5 years ago. That's why I want to get a job first, or like do an internship in like a film production company. Just anything where I'm around a set. Like, it doesn't have to be a film set. It can also be like a TV set or something where I can get some experience, meet some people, and then I'll hopefully know what kind of area on a set basically I want to work in. Like, is it editing more that I enjoy, or is it more like directing that I enjoy? And then I hopefully know what degree I want to study. Yeah, but at this point I don't have a fixed degree. I hope that makes sense. Then someone asked if school here in New Zealand is hard, and I think I've answered that in one of my previous videos. New Zealand schools are a lot easier than the ones in Germany and Switzerland. I mean, yes, of course I'm still stressed out sometimes, but I'm not nearly as stressed out as I was in Switzerland. Plus, you need to take into account that like I didn't even have those really stressful semesters in Switzerland yet. Someone asked if I already have a departure date, and yes, I'm leaving New Zealand. Oh, it's so weird to say out loud, but yeah, I'm leaving New Zealand on the 12th of December, like early in the morning. And then someone asked if I ever felt lonely while being here in New Zealand. And yes, I have. I think it's pretty normal. Like, sometimes I feel lonely for only a couple of hours, and sometimes I feel lonely for like a couple of days. You know, sometimes you just need to cry it out or call your parents and it makes you feel better. That's just my solution. And literally after that, it's normally good again. Oh my god, my battery is about to die. Until my battery is charged, I'm going to continue filming this video on my phone. Then someone asked what year I'm in and when I'll be graduating. So I'm in year 13 here in New Zealand, which means that I'll be in grade 12, I think, in Switzerland and Germany, which I believe is the last year of college in both countries anyways. So my finals start in November and go until like 8th of December or something like that. After that I have a few days left and then I'm leaving, basically. I think it's crazy when people say that my videos inspired them to do an exchange, and that's actually not the first comment that I got, which, like, you guys don't know how happy that makes me. So thank you so much. I know this is not a question, but I just wanted to say it out loud again. I had a great time here and I still have a few months left, but I really hope that everyone out there who is about to do an exchange is going to have a great time too. So good luck and spend your time wisely. How are you? Which is really nice. I'm good. I hope you guys are good too. Then tell me something about your school and sports. My school is great. It's a very nice school, lovely teachers, really lovely teachers. I feel like teachers as well as students are very supportive, or let's say most of them. Like, I've never had so funny and understanding teachers, if that makes sense. How can I explain this? Teachers here in New Zealand are like your friends. I mean, you're not like buddies. It's just a different relationship compared to teachers in Switzerland or Germany. They show more interest in your personal life. Sometimes just approach you and they're just like, hey, and how are you today? How was your weekend? What did you do? Obviously every teacher is a little bit different, but some of them are very funny and they do jokes all the time and they really understand the way we think, especially the teachers who are younger, which means that school is automatically more fun because you just speak with them more openly about stuff. Like, every school year has their own teams for like rugby, volleyball, basketball, soccer, hockey, and stuff like that. Many people also ask me if I like the North or South Island better. Normally what I say is that I find the South Island more interesting because I feel like it offers a lot more variety, from like towns to just land and shapes and boring stuff, but like in between there are lots of cool activities you can do, and I like that. I swear if I'd say that to my German teacher back in Switzerland, he would like, you know what, you're really bad at answering that question, Daila. I'm sorry, I cannot answer that question. Are you happy? I am happy, thank you. I hope that you're happy too. Convincing, that's the word I'm looking for. Oh my gosh, throws her tablet on the floor. Someone asked if I recommend doing an exchange even if you're not really good at school. And my answer is a simple yes. Yeah, I don't think it matters a lot unless you want to do your NCA or you want to graduate somewhere else. I guess the question that you need to ask yourself is like, is it worth spending so much money to go to a country and graduate there even though you know you're bad at school and you're probably going to get bad grades? The answer is most likely going to be no. But if you don't want to graduate from high school and you're simply doing an exchange for fun, I would still do it. And if you need certain grades to get accepted by an organization which you would be traveling with, and you really want to do an exchange and there are no other organizations that you could choose from, I'd say just try to get better at school in your home country so that you get those good grades that you need to get accepted by the organization. The next question is, are the villages and cities a lot like in Switzerland or Germany? And I'd say no. I feel like it's very common even in villages in Germany and Switzerland to have like 2 or 3 story houses, or those apartments with like 9 different stories which are being rented out to different people. I don't know what you call those in English, and we don't really have that here. Most houses are like flats. In general, I'd say they are a lot smaller here. I feel like if New Zealand had very strong hurricanes or something, it would literally blow all of these houses away because I don't think they're made out of strong material. And also we have lots of those farmhouses, I guess. I don't know what you would call them in Switzerland, like in the villages, and we don't have them here. The next question is if I quickly got accepted into my school. Yes, I got accepted pretty fast. After the second day of school, I already had all my classes. I knew where the classrooms were. I knew at least some names of students as well as teachers, so I could ask them for help or anything. So it was a pretty easy and nice welcoming. Someone asked if I want to do a school vlog after my exams, and honestly I don't think that's possible because I have holidays right now, but after the holidays I have 4 more weeks of normal school, and then we are on study leave and have our exams for like almost a month, I think. And within those first 4 weeks of school, we are pretty much preparing ourselves for the finals, and it's pretty boring stuff because all students will be busy and everyone is gonna do like their own thing. So I don't think it's worth filming a school vlog at this point. Sorry. My sister asked what I'll be missing from New Zealand. Just the people that I met here, my host family, my friends, places that I've been to that I really love and that I made lots of memories with, and then some restaurants with like nice food and just other small bits and pieces. What advantages are there in your school system compared to Switzerland? I really like that you start and finish school at the same time every day. I hate it not having that back in Switzerland. This is not working out today. I guess another advantage is that we don't really have those surprise exams and stuff like that you have in Germany and Switzerland. Like, you know, when you sometimes just walk into class and the teachers are like, oh, today we are gonna write a 3-hour essay on, I don't know, this and this. And we're all just like shook and like, oh god. We don't have that here. At least my school doesn't have it, and I am loving it. And also we don't really have those exams where you go to class and then you just sit in class for an hour and do, I don't know, a French test. Internals are exams that you do throughout the year, but they're not just like tests that you sit for an hour and then you leave. They're bigger exams, but not as big as the externals. Something that takes like a month or so and then you hand it in. We have that here instead of those smaller exams that you probably know from Germany or Switzerland. I think that's good. Your favorite city on the North Island, which for me, I'd say is Wellington. Someone asked how expensive my exchange year is. I cannot give you guys numbers on how expensive my exchange is, but I can give you guys resources so you can read about it and like have an idea of what it might cost. My battery charged, so now you don't have to look at the back quality of my phone. So I just went on to Study Nelson's website, which is my organization. It's probably the most common question I get from you guys, and they have a list with some prices. Basically they're saying that one term costs 8,253 New Zealand dollars, which is the equivalent to 4,500 euros. And a school year here in New Zealand has 4 terms. Yeah, so that's all I'm gonna say. The next question is, how beautiful is New Zealand? I think it's very pretty. Someone asked how corona and stuff looks like here in New Zealand. I mean, we do have cases, but it's certainly going down. And we even had 0 cases over 100 days, like just recently. We have like different kinds of levels here, so like level 1 till 4, I think. And once you reach level 3, you're in lockdown. And we've been in lockdown earlier this year for like almost 2 months, I think. And then we went back to level 2, which meant that we had school again, but we did have to sanitize our hands every single time we walked into a classroom and we left the classroom. We did not have to wear masks, like it was not compulsory. However, a few months ago the government made it compulsory to wear masks on public services like buses, and now everything is pretty much back to normal. The last question is, could you imagine going back to New Zealand to actually live there forever? I love New Zealand, but I don't think I could live here forever. Like, I could imagine myself living here, maybe not in Aussen, but like for a few years, but not forever. I don't see myself getting old here. So that was today's video. I hope you guys liked it. If yes, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, feel free to do so. And then let's say we'll see us in my next video. Adios.